A mother is angry and heartbroken. This after her child died in the hands of a foster parent. Brandy Garcia claims the state insisted they could best serve the needs of her disabled child. She disagreed.
For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4's senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
Heyden Garcia Hannish suffered a brain injury that left him permanently disabled. The question then became, who could best serve his medical needs? The state or his mother?
He got out of my arms while we were sleeping, and he got wedged between the wall and the bed.
And baby Heyden couldn't breathe. His mother woke up and eventually called Duchesne County's 911.
He didn't have a heartbeat for an hour, nearly an hour, and came back.
It was considered an accident, but Heyden would never be the same. The brain injury left him with spastic quadriplegic cerebral palsy. From that point on, his mother, Brandy Garcia, said she battled with doctors on how and who should take care of Heyden.
I got told I have a mental condition because I believe in him. It's not a mental condition, I'm his mother. I have faith in him and I have hope in him, and he was showing us signs every single day.
But the state's Department of Child and Family Services intervened, claiming she was unfit due to drug problems and the lack of medical knowledge. In this letter, which Garcia called a lie, a social worker claimed Garcia tested positive for methamphetamine and opioids in the past, and that removing Heyden from his mother is in the child's best interest.
We did a hair test and a pee test the same day, and they said that it came back dirty, and I've got the copies of it, and I'm not dirty. So I think, my opinion is, it was medical kidnapping.
Last fall, DCFS took Garcia to court to gain custody of Heyden. The state claimed Garcia has poor understanding of his condition and remains confident that he will recover to a typically developing boy. But Garcia says she understands Heyden will never be the same, but she says he does well under her full-time care. In January, when she agreed to take Heyden to the hospital for an evaluation, the state, with a court order, took custody of him, and she never saw him again.
They took him on the 13th, that's when I got served the papers, and they took him for attempting to remove him from the hospital.
Heyden was eventually placed in a foster home in Cottonwood Heights. Earlier this month, Heyden died at the foster home. The Human Services Department, which oversees DCFS, won't comment about Heyden's case, but in a statement says the removal of any child is recommended only after extensive gathering of information and evidence. It goes on to say the foster parents were licensed and in good standing. Still, Heyden's mother blames the state for his death.
They didn't want me to do nothing with him. They painted me to be a monster, and he was my life.
This week, Brandy Garcia was allowed to take his cremated remains back home. Meanwhile, Cottonwood police are now investigating but are waiting for the autopsy to determine which direction it should go. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.